So I may have downloaded another Cuphead mod. Now I know what you're gonna ask. Luke, why would you download a mod to an already difficult game? 2 words. Persistence, and because I want to. This is a Cuphead mod that I've never seen before. If I wanted to play this mod, I would need to beat the game fully with it installed. What's the mod, you might be asking? Well, it's Cuphead, but every boss has 10 times more health. Now, I tried doing this video a few months ago, but after showing it to my friends and them telling me that I was insane and that this was the worst idea I've ever had and that there should be no reason to continue with this video, I continued with the video. Before we get started, I would like to give a huge shout out to Chickeninja for making this mod. If you could check out their channel in the description below, I'm sure they would greatly appreciate it, and while you're there, check out the mod if you're up for the challenge. So join me as I play Cuphead, but every boss has 10 times more health. Let's get into it. If I was going to beat this challenge, I was going to need a game plan. I think it's important that I map out all of the bosses so I know which ones are going to be the toughest. I actually use this same method when I'm speedrunning because it helps me know what weapons and what charms I need for each boss. Ordinarily, I don't really use charms or supers all that much for speedrunning, but since I think this was going to take me a while, I should probably use them. For now, I think the best idea would be to just grab the spread and lobber weapons from the shop. After a quick run in Forest Follies, I made my way over to Botanic Panic. Let's see how long Botanic Panic takes with this. See, there's no way of knowing if it does work until it takes like a reasonable or an unreasonable amount of time. Okay, I would say this is an unreasonable amount of time, so this is certainly an experience, I'll tell you that much. I've used like 6 or 7 cards, and it is still alive. So it's about past this time that we would already, that we would already be done this part of the, like this entire boss, so that's already a bad sign. Well, that only took about 2 minutes. Honestly, this is kind of relaxing. Maybe I should have done this mod sooner. Ah yes, man's hubris. Nothing makes better content than that. I made my way over to Mausoleum 1, grabbed the Milk Blast, and then made my way over to Ribby and Croaks, another easy battle. Or so I thought. Oh, I just realized something. I have to hit the tiger at some point in the lottery machine part. The chances of me not hitting a tiger with this mod is slim to none. Oh, yo, second phase. Sooner than I thought, to be perfectly honest. I feel like the milk blast does something. I think it does do a little more than just 5 normal like lobber card abilities. It makes me feel powerful, okay? I don't even like milk. I'm saying what we're all thinking. Milk? Kinda bad. Just eat cheese at that point. Why drink milk? Oh, because you'll get big, strong bones? Yeah, okay. Oh. Tiger 1 of the night. This is... because the other thing as well with the tigers is that... oh, Jesus. Well, is that... oh, God. Oh, God. I actually cannot even speak in that moment just because I'm in such full focus. Come on. Come on, please don't give me... Okay, okay. I will say, I have not gotten frogs once yet. That kind of baffles me. Well, that didn't go as well as I thought, but no big deal. I figured I could just go to Treetop Trouble, grab a few coins, get an extra health point from the shop, and then make my way back to Ribby and Croaks. Okay, you... That's a crock of shit, man. Come on. Shit, that's bad. That's really bad. What did I hit? 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 No! Oh my god. Now I will be honest, I was a bit scared at this point. I did not expect to get this caught up in Ribby and Croaks, but I kind of blame part of that on my awful luck. Here's what I mean. Throughout the course of me attempting the slots phase, I got the bull stage 15 times. Okay, not bad, not bad. The frog stage 18 times. Okay, not, you know, a little more. I got the tiger stage 26 times. That stage is my least favorite, and I take the most damage on that stage. So you tell me if I have bad luck or not. Eventually, I hopped and skipped my way to a victory. Even with all of this bad luck, I guess I'm just still a gamer. That was stupid, I'm sorry. Well, that took a little bit longer than expected. Either way, I made my way over to Goopy L Grand with a bit more determination. This one's gonna be a little tough, I feel. What do I get hit from? What do I get hit from in that moment? It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. You know, I'm noticing a theme here. Maybe this mod is a little bit difficult. It's like if you were to watch Jeopardy and see how good they do on stage and say, oh yeah, I could do that. And then you actually go on Jeopardy and then you realize you're negative $10,000 in the game and then you're pissing your pants and the audience is laughing at you. Thankfully, I was able to make it to Ruse of News, but it took me almost as long as Ribby and Croaks. Threat and Zeppelin was the next one up, and the only real issue I had with it was all of the stages in it. Now, if you know Cuphead, you know how unforgiving it is. And if you know me, you know that sometimes I can get a little upset at this game. This might be a pain in the butt. This might be a pain in the butt, I'm not gonna lie. Because this one also has, what, like 5 phases, so this is gonna be a little difficult. Okay, what the fuck was that? That was foul play. That was an illegal move. Fuck you. Okay, well, you know, my favorite part about this game is staying at 1 health. Because I love living life on the edge, you know? I just love always being anxious. Freaking sweet, man. Freaking sweet, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Brian, seriously, Brian. You have to see Luke play Cuphead. You know he's doing a crazy challenge, Brian.
Sure, you know what? Sure, I will take it. I do not care. Even if that didn't hit, you know. Oh my god, come on, please. Oh. Wow, I guess anger really does work, huh? Well, a win is a win, so I'm gonna take it. But there was one more boss that I had to defeat in this aisle. Floral Fury. So this doesn't... My only issue I feel like that I'll have in this one is if that pink seed lands, I'm done for. I'm absolutely done for. It is all over if that pink seed lands. Okay, well, I just speak the dumbest shit into existence, huh? Okay. Skibidi toilet. My favorite meme on the entire internet. There's nothing I love more than skibidi toilet. Fuck me in the rumpus, dude. My fucking rumpus. Fuck, I thought I pressed A. No. I swear this boss is gonna make me hate the environment. No, that's so awesome sauce, dude. That's so amazing. That's so freaking amazing. Man, it is summer. It is not even spring. Bro actually thinks he's in full bloom. Not have... Fuck, dude. No, oh my... I'm so unbelievably close to breaking my controller. Oh, Cuphead. Like, I get it. I know this is supposed to be a difficult challenge, but hearing the taking damage sound effect is the most disappointing thing I've heard today. No matter how hard I tried, it seemed like I couldn't beat any of the bosses until the game pushed me down to the ground. But before I knew it, God smiled upon me, giving me a reassuring hand and helping me back on my feet so that I could pummel this flower to the ground. Oh, I had it. That's okay. There we go. Hey now. Okay, humble brag, but I'm kind of killing it this time around. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell a fib. Oh, thank God. Okay. Oh, can you believe that? Can you believe them apples? I can feel a win on the horizon. I feel it. It's coming. There it is. Holy crap. Okay. The first world is done. And behind us. It's only gonna get more difficult from here. I was really burnt by the end of this session. I did not expect it to take me 3 hours, but you know, could be worse. So I think the best thing to do is to just get some rest and continue this journey tomorrow. So I may have made a mistake. You can probably see by now that there's a live split timer on the top right of the screen just to keep track of when I actually beat this challenge. Now, I'm no professional speedrunner, nor do I actually know how to use live split because I ended up exiting the software without actually saving my time. Luckily, I know all the times of each of the sessions I do, so I can just add up all the times together at the very end. For now, we are 2 hours, 53 minutes, 5 seconds, and 94 milliseconds into the run. Yo, this match is gonna get red hot, just like him. Just like my favorite candy, Red Hots. Nothing quite like a nice Dr. Pepper that can wash down a nice carton of Red Hots. This I'm expecting to take about an hour. Considering that, I only do I can only do so much damage to him. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, is that not... I thought that was its own phase, no? What? Does that not have its, like, own phase? No way, really? Even with this newfound knowledge, I still lost. But this level was actually really easy, and I actually beat it on my next attempt. So far, this session was really going well. Let's hope it stays that way. I'm gonna have to do Carnival Kerfuffle. With what weapons? I genuinely don't know. I think I should just do pea shooter and spread. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see what happens. Shit, I forgot. I should have taken that off, damn it. Okay. That's alright. I mean, I actually... Hold on. Brain Blast? Maybe it'll be nice for when the penguins roll around, because that's gonna be a bitch. Fuck you, I parried that. I parried that. Let's just retry. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, fan-freaking-tastic. That just made my evening. Fuck you. Really? 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 I know I'm getting irrationally angry, but that's just dumb. That's just so dumb. I had no way of dodging that. I had zero way of dodging that. I wasn't even far, was I? Oh, okay. I was actually kind of there. I don't know what the answer is here. I'm not gonna lie. This fight really had me off guard. What I was trying to do was not take damage on the first two phases, so that on the last two phases, it wouldn't matter if I took a damage here and there. But it's really hard to do that actually when you continually take damage on the first two phases. I had to devise multiple plans. Plan B was simple. Go to aisle 4, grab a few coins, go to the shop and grab Crackshot and the charm that lets you heal with parries. But it wasn't that simple. You see, the second level of the King's Gauntlet was actually the horse boss. And if you know me, you know that I fucking hate the horse boss.
Yes! Oh my god!
Either way, I still attempted to do it, but I learned the hard way that this boss, considering that it is classified as a boss, has 10 times more health, which wouldn't ordinarily be an issue, but you can only parry him. So what the fuck was I supposed to do? I guess we move on to plan C then. Just grab Crackshot from the shop. Uh-oh, I guess that didn't seem to work either. So why don't we just move on to plan D? Play as Miss Chalice. How can I possibly lose with this? I lost with this plan. Guys, these were plans I wanted to use in Inkwell Hell, or I guess even Aisle 3. Not this fucking clown. I tried this level for almost 3 hours, but I wasn't gonna give up just yet. Plan E was my last resort if I wanted this run to stay alive. It was pretty simple. I just needed one little thing, and that was 3 eternal wishes from a magic genie. Really not that hard to find, quite frankly. These wishes were my last chance at getting me past this boss.
This match will get red hot. You're up!
Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my fucking god. Finally.
Oh my god. At long last, we finally beat Carnival Kerfuffle. Now, I do apologize that I really didn't have a lot of commentary during this fight, but after attempting this boss for 3.5 hours, I think you could understand why. I decided to end the session where it was, but with a bit more curiosity and fear of what could possibly be next to make this challenge impossible. I think we can all agree that yesterday was a mess, but with a clear mind and a need to win, I progressed the game, starting with Grim Matchstick. Albeit that fight was a little bit longer than I expected, mainly because of that last phase, but after a few attempts we were on our way to aviary action. It was at this point that I decided to put on a bit of music in the background just to help me get through the journey. It didn't work, but you know, it made each death just a little bit more tolerable. Honestly, no issue here as well. This took roughly around the same time as Grim Matchstick did, but that's not what you're trying to watch. You just want to see me fail. Well, guess what? It's not gonna happen, because we're moving on to aisle 3, baby. Starting with... Wait. Grim Matchstick, Carnival Kerfuffle, Aviary Action, the Genie... Oh my god, we still have Varanus von Bonbon. Oh, Lord, I really did not want to do this fight. Saved the best for last. So I know full and well how long this is gonna take me. Fuck me, man. Oh my fucking god. Oh god, just... Haha. Oh, really? Oh my god! This is great. This is... Oh, fucking Christ. I don't even know anymore. This is actually breaking my spirit. Yeah, no, I'm not. I have dinner waiting for me anyways. I'm not doing this right now. Yeah, I'm not doing this right now. I really am not. Let me tell you a little story. So this past summer, I had a job. And at a specific shift, I was working with this one coworker who was telling me and a few other coworkers that they're replacing parts of their car and hoping to sell their car and buy a new one. While they were talking about it, I was working on a script for this video. They are 18 years old. I am just 1 year older than them. They're trying to sell a car while I'm playing Cuphead. Why do I bring this up to you, you may ask? Well, I just think it's a prime example of why I should question what the fuck I'm doing. I actually had to stop at this point just because I was having dinner. I was also tired and needed a break, but I wasn't done for the day. I was at a point where my pride took over. I needed to beat this challenge. After a much-needed meal, I took a deep breath and ventured back into Sugarland Shimmy. I needed to take a more positive approach on this boss. I was not going to get this fight done on my first try. These things take time. Like a little over 2 hours if I had to guess. I just needed to be more patient, and then, and only then, would luck be on my side. And another wish from a genie, of course. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know that I could use it again. I thought it was just 3 attempts in total. I didn't know I actually had 3 times where I could do that. Fuck. Yes! Oh! Holy freaking goodness. Oh my god, okay. Aisle 2 was done and out of the way. But that was only half of the challenge. Aisle 2 was certainly not a cakewalk, pun intended. But I was actually pretty excited for what was about to happen. I know Aisle 3 is going to be a completely different monster than Aisle 2, but I'm ready for it. Today we headed into Aisle 3. Now instead of going straight to Honeycomb Herald, I decided to go to the easiest Aisle 3 boss, which was Captain Brinybeard. My only worry for this fight was getting to the last stage, because there are so many things trying to kill you, you know, the cannon, the barrel, the squid shooting the pink and yellow bullets, and the octopus, the shark, just a lot going on. Once I got to the last phase though, it was smooth sailing from there, no pun intended. I then attempted Calamari for a bit, but I soonly learned that this might be the hardest boss in all of the challenge. Kinda like with Captain Brinybeard, there's a lot going on in terms of what to dodge on the screen. Not to mention that after the first phase, she has the ability to turn you into stone, in which you have to constantly press parry until you break free from her stone gaze. Here's the issue though. If she has 10 times more health, she's going to continue using the stare gaze until eventually I either beat her or develop carpal tunnel. So this was going to be really tough. So I decided to just drop it for now and move on to Honeycomb Herald. At this point, I was just working like a computer. No emotion, no words, no thoughts, just gaming. If I died, then oh well, it didn't matter. I would just keep going until I beat the boss and moved on to the next one. It almost felt like I was doing the same thing over and over again, which I wonder if there's some sort of word for that, you know, that would truly define what that kind of idea is, you know? But oh well. In full honesty, this fight was actually a little bit tough, but if I got to the last phase, I could use a loophole. Out of all my time playing Cuphead, I actually didn't know about this trick that I'm about to show you, but this is what it is. What I learned is that on the last phase of Honeycomb Herald, if you just stay around the middle platforms while the two punching gloves are circling around, they won't actually target on you, they'll just circle around whatever side they popped out of. Now I will say this isn't a foolproof plan, so there were times that even when I did try this I still took damage, but it worked just enough to get me to the victory. Instead of getting stuck on another boss for 3 hours, I decided to cut this session for now and continue it later on this day so I could just give myself a bit of a breather. Once I get back later today though, I'll be ready and I'll have a clear mind and even more power. Okay, so maybe I forgot and waited 2 days, but at least I'm back. This time we were moving on to Wner Worman, a rat who hides in a soup can and has a labyrinth filled with sharp bottle caps. One thing I forgot to mention about earlier is that even though it looks like in the video it takes me a really short time, which is how a video works, it actually takes me a lot longer, and part of that is due to the fact that I restart a lot of the time. Quite frankly, I didn't even realize how often I restart until this specific boss. This can especially be seen through the second phase, where I feel like dumb shit just happens more than usual. Like in this clip here. I want you to tell me how I could have possibly not taken damage here. Actually, wait. I don't want you to tell me at all. I want to feel justified for my frustration. Honestly, I feel like this phase is just the worst part of this fight. You can't really move anywhere, you can't really make small jumps because you'll just end up taking damage above or below you, and all the while you need to stare at this dumbass's face. There was really no room for error. So the only thing I really could do is try again, and 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 try again. Eventually, I did beat Wner Worman, but it took 3.5 hours. I don't know what it is about this mod, but it seems like each boss takes at least 3 hours to complete. So clearly, my plan of just repetition will not work for the future. So that left us with one of 3 options. I could fight Calamari, but we already know how awful that is so far. I could fight Sally's stage play, but I feel like there might be a little bit of trouble with that fight. Or I could fight Dr. Cal's robot, which is already hard even without the mod. Alternatively, I could just stop what I'm doing right now, maybe do a little research, delay the inevitable, and just pick this right up tomorrow. So that's what I did. I've learned a few things since yesterday. I did a bit of research. And by research, I mean I just watched Chickeninja videos on the mod, but I would consider it research. Apparently, Miss Chalice has an amazing second super ability, which is she can take a free hit of damage. When you use the 5 cards, a little heart buddy appears and you're able to deflect 1 hit point. What this means is that the next time you end up taking damage or something like that, it won't actually count towards your health meter. Now the beauty of that is that realistically, as long as I have 5 cards, I can have unlimited health. You can't stack them unfortunately, but you're still able to use the EX abilities when the card meter is full. It's a win-win. Now, did I have to look through Chickeninja's videos to really understand that? No. But where else was I supposed to go? The Cuphead wiki? Any other video on YouTube? No, you silly old fool. I wouldn't do that. I don't think that far in advance. Okay? With this game-breaking strategy, it was time to move on to our next plan. Well, actually, first I decided to waste over half an hour trying to beat Calamari again, but it didn't work, so there was no point. I started this new plan by challenging Sally's stage play, and oh my, we got instant results. My anxiety was at the lowest it's ever been playing this game. I was able to take damage and it was no sweat off my back. Except a few times that it was, but I eventually found my rhythm. I just want to go on a small tangent real quick. Now, as far as I know, I don't have any kids, but I would think that the last thing you want to do is give your infant children glass bottles to just chuck out of the windows. I mean, look at the ground. There's just shards of glass everywhere and she's diving feet first into them. After properly teaching a mom how to parent her own children, we made our way over to Railroad Wrath. Now initially I thought that this fight would actually be one of the worst parts of this challenge, but it ended up only taking me 20 minutes. What the hell is going on? Unfortunately, my underdog story came to a halt as I was only left with Dr. Cal's robot and Calamari. Both of these fights are airplane fights, meaning that Miss Chalice's second super would be deactivated during these fights and replaced with the plane supers. Riding off of the happiness of defeating 2 bosses in less than 2 hours, so I ended up just stopping for this session. We were slowly approaching the end of our challenge. With only 4 more bosses to go, I figured that I could knock all of them out in 1 more session. Tomorrow, we will finally defeat this challenge once and for all. Today, we finally beat the game. Again, but 10 times slower. I had to make the tough decision of which boss to fight next, but I ultimately landed on Dr. Cal's robot. I really struggled on the first phase of this fight just with the numerous things on screen, and at the same time, I really didn't know which part of the robot to hit first. Eventually, I decided on a pattern on how to destroy the robot. First the head, then the stomach, and lastly the chest. The next phase was honestly just a nice breather from the last phase, but I was squeezing my remote like a stress ball. Now the final phase isn't the best, but if I was patient, I could win this battle with ease. Something is not right here. I've been on this fight for a few minutes. Oh, Jesus. Dude, gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, I'm just starting to panic, alright? I can feel the taste of victory. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it lures me into a false sense of security, and it removes that taste, that light, so to speak, at the very last second. Unfortunately, I was too scared to fight Calamari, so I had no other choice than to just brute force Dr. Cal's robot once again. Over an hour later, we finally defeated this piece of metal. This left us with one more option before we went into Inkwell Hell, Calamari. We already know how tough this fight is. I mean, I've already put several hours into this and we're starting pretty much at square one. The only thing that could help me now is the health charm that allows me to have a maximum of 6 health into the second phase as long as I don't take damage in the first phase, but that's a pretty difficult ask. Chickeninja himself actually said that this fight was probably one of, if not the hardest boss in all of the mod. So that's good to hear right now. This felt like the longest first phase of any boss I've ever faced in this challenge. But once we got to the second phase, all we needed to do was hunker down. I needed my fingers to be ready to break free of that stone gaze. I needed epic music in the background to help me get through this boss. And I needed my phone on me in case I got carpal tunnel and needed to call my doctor. No matter what I did though, it wasn't enough. I was almost certain that Calamari was an impossible boss. Wait, it's Calamari, right? I then attempted Calamari for a bit, but I swiped Calamari, but we already know how half an hour trying to be Calamari again, but it didn't work, so there was no point. Oh my goodness, it's Calamaria! That's what was tricking me up this entire time. Gosh, if only I'd found this sooner and also didn't decide to use the last genie wish. Honestly, it's really easy for me to forget about these wishes. I should have just used this sooner. With my newfound strength, I pummeled my way through Phase 1. I dodged, weaved, and button mashed through Phase 2. And we finally made it to Phase 3 for the first time. With a good amount of health left, I wasn't even worried about this phase since the worst part was already over. Before I knew it, I actually defeated Calamaria. We were at the home stretch. Oh shit, guys, I need to go grab my food. Hold on, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I decided to eat dinner first, but like I said, we were at the home stretch. The beauty of the King Dice fight is that there were so many opportunities for more health, and alongside Miss Chalice's second super, we had an advantage. Starting with Chip's Bedigan, all we had to do was use Crack Shot, jump a few times, and repeat that pattern until we had a swift victory. Next was Pip and Dot, which was honestly the same as Chip's Bedigan, so that's it. And finally, we had Mangosteen, and all we had to do was stay still. We went from Calamaria to this, keep in mind. On the last phase, we were met with King Dice, who did pose a little bit of a threat. We had to parry a lot in this phase, and the only way for Miss Chalice to parry is by dashing, so now we also had to worry about correctly timing our parries. This phase was slowly ticking away at our health. At this point, it was just a matter of whose health would deplete first, King Dice or Miss Chalice. I think I won. It all comes down to this. The devil was the last boss that was in our way of beating this challenge. Will I finally beat this mod once and for all? Or will I get stuck on this fight and be forced to quit? Well, let's find out. It's time. We're finishing this once and for all. Finishing it. I cannot speak. I just ruined a heroic moment. Alright, moving on to the second phase. Oh my gosh, oh my goodness, this is the last boss. Oh, I'm nervous. Ooh, I'm nervous. I'm sweating. Oh, this is a piece of cake. Oh, this is a piece of cake. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Never punished. Never punished. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, gravy. Oh my goodness, gravy. Oh, gee. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take two L's, angle them a little bit, and connect them together, and you get yourself a W. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally did it. I should have paused the timer then. I was soaking in the moment, alright? As I sit here on my bed, a month later after finishing this challenge, forgetting that I wore the same clothes as the intro, I decided to reflect on the recent journey we just went through. All of the ups, all the downs, a lot of downs quite frankly. I mean like a whole lot of downs, like more downs than you could possibly comprehend. You know what, I'll just let me wrap up today's video. So that was a lot. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This is one of my biggest videos I think that I've ever made. It did also take a lot longer than I expected, just because I had some personal problems going on, moving back to college and, you know, having to go back to class and have a schedule and then trying to find time to even edit whenever I can. It was a lot for sure, but we finally made it. Now, does that help my grades in any way? Nope, not at all. But it means something to me. My 3rd year anniversary on YouTube passed this September, and I just want to thank you guys for joining me along this journey for the past few years. You know, doing YouTube has been a very, very emotional journey. There are definitely some very good ups, and there are definitely some very bad downs, but all in all, I'm just glad you guys want to watch my stuff. That is the point of why I wanted to start YouTube 3 years ago, would you believe it? It's because I just want to be able to make content for you guys to laugh at, to cry, to smile, to let out some emotion and just to take you away from all of the negativity that's going around in the world these past few years. I couldn't have done it though without, you know, the support of my friends, my family, and you guys at home just watching. And I'm very glad that I've been able to do this for as long as I have so far, being 3 years, but I'm not going anywhere. I cannot wait to show you guys what I have in store, and I just hope you'll join me as we keep on going on this journey. Now you're probably wondering what the final time was for this challenge. And I can confidently say that after tallying up all the total times, putting them all together, our final time was over 27 hours. That's a world record, I think. As always, thank you guys for spending a bit of your day or your night just watching me play some games and mess around. See you guys in the next one. Thank you.